something crazy. And he pointed the gun, he still pointed the gun at this woman, and it happened to go off. And she wasn't even an actor, so it's not like at a scene where it went on during a scene. He just pointed a gun at her, and it went off. Did he do it on purpose? I don't know. I mean, you tell me.
He's not stable. He definitely is not
He's
stable.
Definitely not a stable person. He's a nut job, actually.
I actually totally agree with that assessment. I can't thank you enough for sitting down with me. And I want to say to people back home, each time that I have interviewed President Trump, they have never told me that I am not allowed to ask him anything. He is completely unscripted. It's one of the things that fascinates me about him. They never say, don't go here, don't go there. What you see is exactly what you get. Not exactly like Joe Biden checking, hold on this guy.
Just to interrupt your ending.
From the Washington Post.
That's right. Let's see.
Lisa.
And then here's the worst part, though. They ask him the question, then he reads the answer from a teleprompter. I said, where did this stuff come from?
Thank you, Lisa. I think that it's Passam. I mean, it's crazy.
It's a strange deal.
It's a strange deal, and people needed to see it. And so I honestly say, in a weird way, I thank God for President Joe Biden, because the rest of America was asleep, and I think they're awake. And I'm inspired to see the mothers getting involved, showing up, and I think this is going to be a very different
We have
country
tremendous support now. I have more support now than I did before the election, and we had a lot of support. But it's so bad. Our country has never been so embarrassed or disgraced. We've never had a country like this. And when he does, in particular, Afghanistan, to a large extent the borders, but when he does that horrible withdrawal, again, we want to withdraw, but with dignity and strength. When Putin and Xi, President Xi of China, and Kim Jong-un of North Korea, when they're watching, and Iran, when they're watching what happened during that short period of time, they lost respect for our country. They're all at the top of their game, and we have a leader that doesn't have a clue. It's a very bad time for our country.
We've lost the moral high ground with these people.
We certainly have. You're right.
Putin sat down, and they were trying to say you're a bad guy, and he said, you've locked up people that are rotting in prison because of January 6th. And I said, this is bad.
That's right.
We've lost the moral high ground because of what this Department of Justice is doing.
And you haven't heard the beginning. They are now, every time we say anything, and they go big league. They go big league on what they do. And they just look at us and what about this, and that.
I've never seen it before.
And all you can do is sit there and say, well, I guess that's right. Let's get on to the next subject.
You're right. What can we say?
Pretty tough stuff. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, that was amazing. It really was such a wonderful opportunity for me to sit down and have this dialogue with President Trump. We are grateful to him and his entire team. It is so important that we continue to have these sorts of dialogues that are unfiltered, and dialogues that are not prompted by a desire to make somebody look bad or to look good. Just the honest answers, which is something that I believe Americans deserve in this time of fake news and propaganda. I hope it's something that you feel that I always bring you guys on this show. And as usual, I'm going to wrap this by saying that we hope that we have given you something to think about. I'll see you guys next week.